Today I'm going to be breaking down 5 beginner mistakes that most traders make. If you're new to the channel, be sure to like, subscribe, and if you have any questions about trading, leave them in the comments and I'll check them out. I'm going to be breaking down 5 beginner mistakes that most traders make in this video. Most of them, everyone does, and even to this day, I still do. You're going to see in this video. Without further ado, let's get into the video. Alright, so if you guys are new around here, don't mind this. I'm kind of taking the trade. Let's go ahead and get straight into the video. Let's go ahead and get to a different chart. But for number one, chat, we all have over leveraged before. Over leveraging is basically, let's say if you have a 1 to 100 leverage, I think that's the most beginner friendly that everyone should start with. It doesn't matter how much money you have or how much you put into your trading account. I think everyone should start with a 1 to 100, because if you start with more than that, I'm sorry to break it to you, man, you might blow your account. But I do currently trade on a 1 to 500, so my leverage is much higher, but I do have proper risk management. So if you don't have that proper risk management, guys, one loss can really just wipe you, just like that. So that's one thing that blows a lot of accounts. Another thing is no risk management. You guys listen, if you want to be a successful day trader, you have to have proper risk management, because if you don't, you can lose a lot of money doing this, guys. And when I say proper risk management, I'm going to give you guys a brilliant example. Let's go ahead and say, let's say if we're trading. All right, so this is a downtrend, as you guys can see, especially right here. So let's say if you if you're new to trading, you don't know if it's going to go up or down. I already can tell just looking at this candlestick, without EMA, this wasn't going to end too well. So let's say if you want into the trade right here because you thought it was going to go up, and let's say you have your stop loss. Let's put it, maybe let's zoom in for a bit. If you put your stop loss, let's say around here, right? Once your stop loss is hit, guys, trust me on this one. Like, do not do what I do. I'm going to show you guys what I do. If you hit your stop loss, just exit the trade. It's okay. Like, once you lose in trading, it's okay. You just lost in the trade. Just take another trade. You're good. But if you hit your stop loss, for example, and you don't actually take out the trade and you just move it down and you just don't want to, you really have faith in your strategy, that is good, but you just have to understand it doesn't work like that all the time. And even to this day, guys, I don't want you guys to think that even the gurus who teach this, like, most gurus don't practice what they preach. Like, even I do it sometimes, and I've been trading for 3 years. Actually, I'm pretty sure I did it today. Oh, I didn't. So, well, either way, once your stop loss is hit, you want to exit the trade, guys, because I don't want you guys blowing your accounts and losing money. You don't want us to lose money. If you want to know my indicator, check out the video that I posted recently. I basically break down the EMA 50 indicator that I use. Another reason, like I said, before we move on to the third reason, you guys also want to make sure you're not risking more than you have in your account. Because if you have a $500 account, you only want to be risking around $50 a trade. You don't want to go no higher than that. Like, if you go higher than 50, you're fried, bro. The third and most brutal way that a lot of people are not profitable in their trading is that they do too many revenge trading. You cannot be revenge trading, guys. Revenge trading is a very common thing. Even if you're a professional, a lot of people revenge trade, and it's honestly, it's a quick way to make your money back, but it's far too risky. You're guaranteed to lose your money because of the emotions. If I took a trade, and let's say if I entered a trade, I wouldn't even enter anytime, or like, for example, right here. If I entered right here, thinking that the trade was gonna go down, since this is clearly the longest, these are like the longest wicks out of all these candles, and it just started to go back up, guys. Listen, I just lost. Like, it's okay. Like, I don't want you guys to think that revenge trading is a good thing, or even in the slightest that you should do it. It's that bad. A lot of you guys may see a lot of YouTubers and a lot of not streamers, but a lot of people talk about revenge trading, how bad it is. We're being serious. It's very bad. You can lose a lot of money. You can lose $1,000 doing that. So, especially for scalpers. Scalpers, if you guys don't know what they are, scalpers, they trade, let's say they'll take a trade right here, exit right here on this blue candle. They'll re-enter the red candle and just, they'll make profit off of this short. This is like a solid 30 minutes. I lied. This is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 hours. That's what scalpers will do, but they trade on the smaller time frames, which I don't. So that's number 3, revenge trading. Number 4, we're gonna come right in at indicator overload. Guys, you do not have to fill your charts with a million indicators. I see it all the time. I get DMs on Instagram and people are asking me, is this indicator good? Some people use AI, and I'm gonna talk about trading with AI later, because I think that is the worst way to get good at trading. And AI cannot predict the markets. If you're better off going to like a professional classroom, like literally sitting in a classroom listening to someone talk about trading. You're better off doing that than using AI. I'm just being honest. But basically, if you have like a million indicators, listen guys, indicators are not going to always help you. Indicators can give you a bit of a boost. They can give you that reassurance on when to enter and when not to enter a trade. But relying on an indicator, guys, it's not it. It's not it. You cannot be a beginner trader and want to learn more about the markets and try to use indicators. You can use them to your advantage, but don't rely on them. It's a very important difference between that. You can use them to your advantage. I use EMA 50 to my absolute advantage, so when I can know when to enter trades. Like for example, this blue candlestick right here, this would be the perfect entry. Now, I would honestly wait for maybe this red candlestick for my confirmation, but that will be the perfect entry. But that's only because my indicator tells me that. Now, any other indicator, I know there's plenty of people who use VWAP. I don't use VWAP anymore. I used to use it back then when I used to trade options, but I don't like trading options because options is bad, I think, personally. But again, you don't want to rely on your indicator too much. Your indicator is only going to be your, like, think of it as reassurance, because that's just how it works. And coming in at number 5, we have trading without patience. Now, I'm going to break down 3 different traders, because I will say this, guys, I have been talking about my course in the past 2 videos, and surprise, surprise, I'm actually gonna give it all away for free in future videos. So all my strategies and methods are going to come out in future videos. So if you are interested, stay tuned, and hey, hit the sub button. I'm going to leak it all, because I mean, why not? But I will say this, if you cannot, I want you guys to be very honest with yourselves when you trade. I don't want you to be in denial about who you are as a person. And when I say that, I don't mean it in a harmful way. I mean that if you know you're an impatient person, you might want to trade on these 1 minute time intervals. Basically, the shorter intervals, such as the 1 minute, I don't have it listed here, but maybe the 5 minute, you want to trade on the shorter time intervals if you are an impatient person. If you want to, I'm not going to phrase it like make quick money, because there's no such thing as quick money in trading. But if you know that you don't want to be, or if you don't want to set and forget, for example, I think you're better off day trading and scalping. Scalping is the quickest way to trade. Day trading may take you at least 3 hours. Scalping will take you 15 minutes. So yeah, and then you guys know that you have swing traders such as myself. We swing traders, we trade on the weekly, daily, and the hourly time frames, aka the higher time frames. We do this because of 2 reasons mainly. Is because, for one, no matter what the 1 minute time intervals tell you guys, if the weekly time, let's say for example right here, I can just tell right now that if I wanted to be in profit on this trade, I would have entered right here. I'm gonna set my stop loss. We're gonna have to go on a shorter time interval. Okay, wow, that's kind of crazy. But for example, if we wanted to enter this trade, I would have basically on the daily and weekly, you guys can see that we are in a significant uptrend, or well, it looks like a trend's about to start, better phrased. So what I would do is I would set my stop loss somewhere around here, only because, as you guys can see, if this were to reverse and spike down, or even if it was just a pullback, our pullback would be right at this EMA 50, as you guys know. Sorry about that. My EMA 50 would be right where the pullback would most likely face a bit of resistance, and we have our support zones down here, which is basically this blue area that basically means that it's going to, even if this candle was to completely reverse in this moment, well, it'll take a week, but even if this candle was to reverse, it's just going to take, it's going to be a lot of resistance in this blue area right here. So that is why I think, again, if you have to be very honest with yourself, guys, because I thought I was patient. I thought I was impatient, actually. And I'm actually very patient with trading, only because I've been doing it for so long and I know how to kind of wait, because I'm gonna just be very honest with a lot of you guys. A lot of traders out there don't like to face this reality, but if the higher time frames, like the weekly time frame, you clearly can see that, okay, we're kind of, we're going up here. This is last week, this is the week beforehand, and so on. If this candlestick is clearly blue and it's because I trust my strategy, I can just tell this is going to go up over time, but it's going to be in months to come, as you guys can see. Clearly, that means no matter what the 1 minute time interval says, even if this 1 minute time, if this goes all the way down here, guys, the weekly is stronger. It's a stronger candlestick. It takes 7 days for this one candlestick to be created. So that is why I think swing trading is for those who are very patient. So on this trade right here, for example, we almost hit stop loss, and that would have hurt my pockets. But for example, we would have lost this trade had this candlestick gone a bit more down. The only reason why I have it faced right here is because I'm not really risking too much, because when I analyze this market, there was 2 different ways that I'm gonna give you guys a quick market analysis really quickly. So as you guys can see, on the 4-hour time interval, we were in a uptrend kind of. I'm gonna draw this out for you guys, because I don't know if you guys, some of you guys, for the newcomers at least, we are kind of a uptrend right here. But on this red candlestick, because I know a lot of people who aren't that advanced in trading, they'll be like, just how do you know? I can just tell that this candlestick right here gave so much away, because this red candlestick could have either created a downtrend, or it could have done this, basically, what it's doing right now. Now, that doesn't mean that just gives me the green light into this trade, because there's a lot of doji candles, it looks like a lot of these candles. If you guys don't know what doji candles are, they are basically candles where the market didn't know where to go. Therefore, it ended up making a candle like this, where the wicks are long on both sides and the open and close is very small. Those are doji candles. Like, for example, right here, this is why I trust my EMA 50 strategy so much, because although I entered the trade on this candlestick, I should have entered maybe here. But I basically got the confirmation to enter, I kind of waited for a little bit and entered right here. We had a bit of up right here. This is the highest point. This is very good, kind of, but I'm gonna wait like 2 to 3 days to exit this trade. So this is just within the 1 hour time interval, by the way, if you guys didn't notice. And I'm gonna basically hold this trade out until Thursday around 3 o'clock. So I do plan on exiting the trade by then. Hopefully it doesn't like hit my stop loss and go down, but that is basically how I know when to exit. And again, I do use 3 indicators. I'm going to leak it in a future video, guys. I promise. I will tell you guys everything you need to know, but all you gotta do is subscribe. But yes, guys, those are 5 beginner mistakes that most traders make. And even if you are profitable or you are an intermediate trader, I guarantee you're most likely making one of those mistakes, because we all there is no, like, there aren't really perfect traders out there. Even if we're advanced, we still make mistakes as well. So, or let me not say we still make mistakes, but we still lose, because no one can technically 100% predict the market. We can only stick to our strategy, which can give us around a 70 to 80% chance of winning. So that is all I got for you guys today. If you enjoyed the video, be sure to drop a like and subscribe to the channel. And if you have any questions, like I said, leave them in the comments. I'll answer. But that is all I got for you guys. Hope you enjoyed the video, man. Peace out.